In the quiet corners of our world, hidden behind closed doors and bustling city streets, a silent plea for help echoes. It's a plea that often goes unheard, lost in the cacophony of our busy lives. This is the cry of abandoned, neglected, and abused animals, their voices muffled by fear and despair. The plight of animals in need knows no geographical boundaries. From bustling cities to remote villages, the story remains the same. Countless animals are in desperate need of our help. In sprawling urban landscapes, strays navigate a concrete jungle, dodging traffic, scavenging for food and seeking shelter in the shadows. Their lives are a constant struggle for survival, their days marked by fear and uncertainty. Beyond the city limits, the situation is no less dire. In rural communities and remote areas, animals are often seen as mere commodities, their lives valued only for the labor they can provide or the profit they can generate. Neglected, abused, and discarded, they endure unimaginable suffering, their cries for help lost in the vastness of their surroundings. The sheer scale of the problem can feel overwhelming, but it's important to remember that every life saved makes a difference. Amidst the heartbreaking reality of animal suffering, a beacon of hope emerges. Dedicated individuals and organizations around the world have answered the call to action, dedicating their lives to rescuing and caring for animals in need. These compassionate souls are the unsung heroes of animal welfare, their tireless efforts offering a lifeline to those who have been forgotten and discarded. Driven by an unwavering belief in the intrinsic value of every living creature, they work tirelessly to alleviate suffering, provide sanctuary, and offer a second chance at a brighter future. From rescuing animals from dangerous situations to providing medical care, food, and shelter, these individuals and organizations are making a tangible difference in the lives of countless animals. Their compassion and dedication serve as a powerful reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope endures. The work of animal rescue is not just about saving individual animals, it is about recognizing the interconnectedness of all living beings. When we extend a hand of compassion to animals in need, we are not only improving their lives, but also enriching our communities and the world around us. Animals, in their own unique ways, contribute to the delicate balance of our ecosystems and bring joy and companionship into our lives. By rescuing and caring for them, we are not only fulfilling a moral obligation, but also investing in the well-being of our planet and future generations. Every animal rescued, every act of kindness extended creates a ripple effect, spreading compassion, understanding, and a renewed sense of responsibility towards all living creatures. The promise we make to protect and care for those who cannot speak for themselves is a promise whispered on the wind, carried on the wings of hope, and etched in the hearts of those who believe that every life matters. Answering the call, the journey of animal rescue. Animal rescue is a journey paved with compassion, driven by an unwavering belief in the sanctity of life. It's a commitment that transcends species, recognizing the shared vulnerability and resilience that unites all living creatures. This journey often begins with a single act of kindness, a whispered plea for help. It's the sight of a shivering lost dog on a cold winter night, the plaintive meow of a kitten abandoned in an alleyway, or the haunted eyes of a horse left to waste away in a barren field. These encounters awaken a sense of urgency, a moral imperative to act. The call to rescue can come in many forms: a phone call from a concerned citizen, a plea on social media, or the sight of an animal in distress. Each call carries its own weight, its own story of suffering. For those who dedicate their lives to animal rescue, these calls are sacred summons to action, a chance to make a tangible difference in the world. A network of compassion, the power of collaboration. Animal rescue is rarely a solitary endeavor, it's a symphony of compassion orchestrated by a network of dedicated individuals and organizations working in concert to alleviate suffering and offer a second chance at life. From seasoned rescuers to passionate volunteers, each person plays a vital role, their individual contributions weaving together to create a tapestry of hope for animals in need. At the heart of this network are animal shelters and rescue organizations, sanctuaries of hope that provide refuge, care, and a bridge to a brighter future. These organizations, often operating on shoestring budgets and fueled by the unwavering dedication of their staff and volunteers, are beacons of light in the darkness, offering a safe haven for animals who have nowhere else to turn. Veterinarians too play a crucial role in animal rescue, providing life-saving medical care, tending to wounds both physical and emotional, and offering expert guidance on rehabilitation and recovery. Their compassion and expertise are essential in restoring animals to health and preparing them for their forever homes. From shadows to sanctuary, the rescue operation, every animal rescue is a story unto itself, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the extraordinary lengths to which people will go to alleviate suffering. These rescues can be as diverse as the animals they aim to help, ranging from daring extractions from perilous situations to gentle coaxing of frightened creatures from their hiding places. Imagine a team of rescuers rappelling down a steep ravine to reach an injured dog stranded on a ledge, its whimpers echoing through the canyon. Picture a group of volunteers carefully setting humane traps in a deserted warehouse, hoping to capture a colony of feral cats, their eyes shining like embers in the dim light. Envision a lone rescuer wading through chest-deep floodwaters, a small boat in tow, determined to reach a group of stranded animals clinging to a rooftop, their desperate cries for help carried on the wind. These are just a few snapshots of the countless acts of courage, compassion, and unwavering determination that define the world of animal rescue. Time is often the most precious commodity in animal rescue. Every second counts when a life hangs in the balance, whether it's an animal trapped in a burning building, a dog hit by a car, or a kitten abandoned in a dumpster. The ability to respond swiftly and decisively can mean the difference between life and death. And for those on the front lines of animal rescue, the urgency of their mission is always front of mind. The call to action can come at any moment, disrupting daily routines and demanding immediate attention. A sense of purpose takes over, fueled by adrenaline and an unwavering commitment to reach the animal in need as quickly as possible. The journey to the rescue site is often fraught with anticipation, a mix of hope and anxiety as rescuers prepare themselves for the unknown. Upon arrival, the scene can be chaotic and heartbreaking. Injured animals crying out in pain, frightened creatures cowering in fear, and the weight of knowing that every second counts. Yet, amidst the chaos, a sense of calm descends as rescuers spring into action, their movements guided by training, experience, and an unwavering determination to make a difference. The world of animal rescue is filled with unsung heroes, ordinary people who perform extraordinary acts of kindness every day. They are the volunteers who spend countless hours cleaning kennels, walking dogs, and socializing cats, their gentle touch offering comfort and reassurance to animals who have known little but hardship. They are the foster families who open their hearts and homes to animals in need, providing a loving and supportive environment where healing can begin. They are the donors who contribute financially to rescue organizations, their generosity enabling shelters to keep their doors open, provide essential medical care, and continue their life-saving work. And they are the advocates who speak out against animal cruelty and neglect, raising awareness about the plight of animals in need and inspiring others to take action. These individuals, driven by a shared belief in the inherent worth of all living creatures, are the unsung heroes of animal rescue, their compassion and dedication weaving together a tapestry of hope for animals in need. They're a testament to the power of human kindness and the extraordinary impact that ordinary people can have when they come together to make a difference in the world. Every rescued animal carries a story etched in their eyes, a narrative of resilience, hope, and the transformative power of compassion. These are stories of second chances, of spirits rekindled, and of the unbreakable bond between humans and animals. Each rescue is a testament to the belief that even in the darkest of times, love and care can heal the deepest wounds and ignite a spark of joy in the most weary heart. Take, for instance, the story of Lucy, a small, scruffy dog found abandoned in a cardboard box, her ribs showing through her matted fur, her eyes filled with fear and uncertainty. When rescuers arrived, Lucy cowered in the corner, her tail tucked between her legs, her body trembling. Yet beneath the fear, a glimmer of hope flickered. With patience, gentle touch, and an abundance of love, Lucy slowly began to blossom. Her fear gave way to trust. Her trembling subsided into playful wags of her tail, and her once dull eyes sparkled with newfound joy. Lucy's transformation was a testament to the power of compassion to heal not only physical wounds but also the invisible scars of neglect and abandonment. From fear to trust, the journey of a timid soul. For animals who have experienced trauma and neglect, the journey from fear to trust can be long and arduous, marked by moments of progress and setbacks, of tentative steps forward and retreats into the shadows of the past. It is a journey that requires patience, understanding, and an unwavering belief in the animal's capacity to heal and love again. Consider the story of Max, a majestic German shepherd found chained to a tree. His once sleek coat matted and dull, his body emaciated, his spirit broken. Max cowered at the slightest touch, his eyes filled with a deep-seated fear of humans. He flinched at sudden movements, his body trembling with anticipation of pain. Rescuers approached Max with caution, their voices soft and reassuring, their movements slow and deliberate. They offered him food and water, their hands held out in a gesture of peace, their eyes conveying a message of safety and compassion. Day by day, with each act of kindness, the wall around Max's heart slowly began to crumble. The unbreakable bond, a love story rekindled. The bond between humans and animals is a testament to love, loyalty, and companionship. It is a bond forged in mutual respect and understanding. For animals who have experienced trauma, forming a loving bond can be transformative. It is a chance to experience unconditional love and a safe haven. Second chances. Finding joy in unexpected places. Animal rescue is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the extraordinary lengths to which people will go to alleviate suffering and give animals a second chance at life. These second chances often come in the most unexpected places, from bustling city shelters to quiet rural sanctuaries, each offering a unique path to healing and hope. For some animals, their second chance comes in the form of a loving foster home, a temporary haven where they can experience the comforts of family life, the joy of playtime, and the warmth of human companionship. Foster families play a vital role in animal rescue, providing a bridge between the shelter and a forever home, offering a safe and nurturing environment where animals can heal, learn to trust again, and prepare for their next chapter. Others find their forever homes through adoption events, where potential adopters can meet animals in a relaxed and welcoming setting. These events are often filled with a mix of excitement, anticipation, and a shared love for animals, creating a magical atmosphere where hearts connect and forever families are formed. The stories of rescued animals are not just tales of survival, they are testaments to the indomitable spirit that resides within all living creatures, a spirit that endures even in the face of unimaginable adversity. These animals, often discarded, neglected, or abused, emerge from their ordeals with a quiet strength, a resilience that inspires awe and reminds us of the power of hope to triumph over despair. Consider the story of Chance, a young pit bull found abandoned in a vacant lot, his body bearing the scars of abuse, his spirit seemingly broken. Chance cowered in the corner of his kennel, his eyes filled with a deep sadness, his body trembling with fear. He flinched at the slightest touch, his tail tucked between his legs, his whimpers echoing through the shelter. Yet, beneath the fear, a spark of hope flickered. When a volunteer offered Chance a gentle pat on the head, he leaned into her touch, his tail giving a tentative wag. That simple act of kindness, a moment of connection amidst the darkness, seemed to awaken something within Chance. The impact of animal rescue extends far beyond the lives of the individual animals saved. It is a ripple effect of compassion that spreads throughout communities, inspiring others to open their hearts and homes to animals in need, to advocate for their welfare, and to work towards a future where every animal is treated with dignity and respect. Those who have witnessed the transformative power of animal rescue often find themselves forever changed, their perspectives shifted, their hearts expanded. They become ambassadors for animals, sharing their stories, raising awareness about the plight of those still suffering, and encouraging others to join the movement for animal welfare. The legacy of animal rescue is one of hope, compassion, and the unwavering belief in the power of second chances. It is a legacy built on the foundation of countless acts of kindness, both big and small, by individuals who refuse to turn a blind eye to suffering. It is a legacy that lives on in the wagging tails of rescued dogs, the soft purrs of contented cats, and the joyful neighs of horses who have found their forever homes. Rescued animals often arrive at shelters carrying the weight of past trauma, their bodies bearing the scars of neglect, their spirits shrouded in fear and uncertainty. The road to recovery for these animals is a testament to the transformative power of compassion, patience, and the unwavering dedication of those who dedicate their lives to healing both visible and invisible wounds. The journey begins with addressing the immediate physical needs of the animal. Veterinarians work tirelessly to mend broken bones, soothe infections, and nourish emaciated bodies. Each medical intervention is a step towards restoring not just physical health, but also a sense of dignity and well-being. Beyond medical care, the healing process extends to addressing the emotional scars that run deep. For animals who have experienced abuse or neglect, the world can feel like a dangerous and unpredictable place. Rebuilding trust in humans, often shattered by past experiences, is a gradual process that requires patience, understanding, and an abundance of love. Rebuilding trust with a rescued animal is a delicate dance, a conversation spoken in soft tones, gentle touches, and consistent acts of kindness. It is about respecting the animal's boundaries, reading their body language, and approaching them with a quiet confidence that conveys safety and security. For animals who have known only cruelty or indifference, human touch can be initially met with fear or resistance. The key is to let the animal set the pace, allowing them to approach on their own terms and offering positive reinforcement for every tentative step towards connection. A soft voice, a gentle stroke behind the ears, a tasty treat offered with an open hand, these seemingly small gestures become building blocks of trust, gradually chipping away at the walls of fear and replacing them with a sense of security and belonging. As rescued animals begin to heal, both physically and emotionally, their true personalities emerge, often revealing a resilience and capacity for love that astounds even the most seasoned rescuers. The timid dog, once cowering in the corner, begins to wag its tail tentatively, its eyes seeking out human contact. The frightened cat, hissing and swatting at shadows, curls up on a lap, purring contentedly. These transformations are a testament to the indomitable spirit that resides within all living creatures, a spirit that even the darkest experiences cannot extinguish. It is a spirit that, when nurtured with compassion and care, blossoms into a symphony of second chances. The once neglected horse, its coat dull and matted, its eyes reflecting a deep sadness, now gallops across a pasture, its mane flowing in the wind, its spirit soaring with newfound freedom. The dog, once chained and forgotten, now romps playfully with its new family, its bark a joyful melody that fills the air. Play is not just a pastime for animals. It is an essential part of their physical, emotional, and social development. For rescued animals, play can be particularly therapeutic, offering a safe and joyful outlet for pent-up energy, a way to build confidence, and a bridge to connect with humans and other animals. Encouraging play in rescued animals can be as simple as providing them with toys that stimulate their natural instincts. A squeaky toy for a dog to chase, a feather wand for a cat to bat, a sturdy ball for a horse to nudge. The act of play itself is often more important than the toy itself, as it allows animals to tap into their innate behaviors, to express themselves freely, and to rediscover the simple joys of being an animal. Socialization is equally crucial for rescued animals, many of whom have lived in isolation, deprived of the opportunity to interact with their own kind. Introducing rescued animals to each other in a controlled and supervised environment can help them learn important social cues, develop appropriate play behaviors, and build confidence in navigating the world around them. A symphony of second chances. The transformation unfolds. The transformation of rescued animals is a testament to the power of compassion to heal, to inspire, and to remind us of the interconnectedness of all living beings. It is a symphony of second chances, each note a testament to the resilience of the human-animal bond. Witness the once timid kitten, now a playful companion, curled up contentedly on a lap, its purr a soothing balm for the soul. Observe the once fearful dog, now a loyal friend, its tail wagging furiously, its eyes sparkling with unconditional love. These transformations are not just heartwarming stories, they are powerful reminders of the impact we can have when we choose compassion over indifference, when we open our hearts and homes to those in need, when we recognize that every life, no matter how small or overlooked, has the capacity for joy, love, and a brighter future. Beyond the individual, the ripple effect of rescue. Animal rescue is not just about individual animals, it's about recognizing the intricate web of life that connects us all. It's about understanding that our actions have far-reaching consequences, not just for the animals in our care, but for the health of our communities and the planet as a whole. When we rescue an animal, we set in motion a ripple effect of compassion that extends far beyond the individual. We inspire others to open their hearts, to see the world through a lens of empathy, and to recognize the inherent worth of all living creatures. This ripple effect can be seen in the countless acts of kindness that follow a rescue. The volunteer who dedicates their weekends to walking shelter dogs, the family who fosters a litter of kittens, the neighbor who reports a case of animal cruelty. The bond between humans and animals is ancient and profound, woven into the very fabric of our existence. Animals have been our companions, our helpers, and our teachers for millennia, enriching our lives in ways that words can scarcely express. Animal rescue serves to strengthen this bond, reminding us of the deep connection we share with other species and the profound impact they have on our well-being. Studies have shown that interacting with animals can lower blood pressure, reduce stress, and increase feelings of happiness and social support. For children, growing up with animals can foster empathy, responsibility, and a love for the natural world. For the elderly, animal companionship can combat loneliness, provide a sense of purpose, and improve overall quality of life. Animal rescue is not just about saving lives, it's about building compassionate communities. It's about creating a world where animals are valued, respected, and protected, where their well-being is considered not a luxury but a moral imperative. When we support animal rescue, we invest in the character of our communities. We send a message that we care about the vulnerable, that we believe in second chances, and that we are committed to creating a more just and humane world for all. This commitment can manifest in many ways, supporting local shelters and rescue organizations, advocating for stronger animal welfare laws, educating others about responsible pet ownership, and simply treating all animals with kindness and respect. Animals play a vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of our ecosystems. They pollinate our crops, control pest populations, disperse seeds, and contribute to the overall health and biodiversity of our planet. When we rescue animals, we are not just saving individual lives, we are protecting the intricate web of life that sustains us all. By providing sanctuary for endangered species, rehabilitating injured wildlife, and promoting responsible stewardship of our natural resources, we help to ensure the health of our planet for generations to come. This guardianship extends beyond our own backyards. By supporting conservation efforts around the world, we can help to protect endangered species, preserve critical habitats, and mitigate the impacts of climate change on vulnerable animal populations. In the face of such immense challenges, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, to believe that our individual actions are insignificant, but the truth is, every act of kindness matters. Every time we choose compassion over indifference, we make the world a little bit brighter. Not just for the animals we help, but for ourselves as well. Never underestimate the power of your voice, your time, or your resources. Even the smallest act of kindness can have a ripple effect, inspiring others to follow suit and creating a groundswell of compassion that can move mountains. Volunteer at your local shelter, foster an animal in need. Donate to a reputable rescue organization. Speak out against animal cruelty. Choose cruelty-free products. Educate yourself and others about animal welfare issues. Every action, no matter how small, contributes to a kinder, more compassionate world for all. The stories we've shared are just a glimpse into the vast and often heartbreaking world of animal rescue. Yet within each story there lies a glimmer of hope, a testament to the transformative power of compassion. But you know, our work is far from over. Every day, countless animals continue to endure unimaginable cruelty and neglect. We are called upon to answer those pleas, to become a voice for the voiceless, to extend a hand of compassion. The responsibility lies with all of us. We must move beyond apathy and indifference, and act with intention to create a world where every creature is treated with dignity and respect. The path to a compassionate world begins with our daily choices. Every decision has the power to create a brighter future for animals. Align your spending with your values, opting for cruelty-free products. Take action for stray animals, offering food and reporting neglect. Shift from indifference to empathy, from apathy to action. Every compassionate choice creates a ripple effect. Inspire others, creating lasting change for animal welfare. Imagine a world where every animal shelter stands empty, its kennels no longer filled with the lost, the abandoned, and the forgotten. Imagine a world where the sound of laughter and playful barks echoes through the halls, where every cage is a testament to a life saved, a second chance given, a forever family found. This is the world we strive to create, a world where compassion triumphs over cruelty, where every animal is valued, respected, and protected. The journey towards this brighter future begins with each of us, with our unwavering commitment to making a difference in the lives of animals, both near and far. It begins with our willingness to open our hearts and homes to those in need, to advocate for stronger animal welfare laws, to support organizations working tirelessly on the front lines of rescue, and to educate others about the importance of responsible pet ownership. Let us bequeath to future generations a legacy of compassion, a world where the bond between human and animals is celebrated, where the suffering we have witnessed becomes a distant memory, and where the echoes of gratitude from those we have saved reverberate through time. Though they may not speak our language, animals express their gratitude in countless ways. A gentle nudge of the head, a soft purr rumbling deep within their chest, the unwavering loyalty in their eyes. Their silent thank yous are a testament to the profound impact our compassion has on their lives, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, love and kindness have the power to heal the deepest wounds. As you witness the transformation of a rescued animal, the once fearful dog now wagging its tail with abandon, the once timid cat now rubbing against your leg, seeking affection, remember that you have played a part in that miracle. You have made a difference in the life of another being, and in doing so, you have enriched your own life in ways you may never fully comprehend. Carry that gratitude with you, let it fuel your passion for animal welfare, and let it inspire you to continue to be a voice for the voiceless. For in their silent thank yous we find the true measure of our compassion. the depth of our humanity, and the enduring power of the human-animal bond. The journey ahead may be long, the challenge is daunting, but let us not be daunted by the task before us, for we are not alone in this fight. Across the globe, a compassionate army is rising, united by a shared belief in the inherent worth of all living creatures and a steadfast determination to create a world where every animal is treated with dignity and respect. Together, we can be the change we wish to see in the world. Together, we can amplify the voices of the voiceless. Together, we can build a brighter future for all animals, a future where every cage stands empty, a testament to a world united in compassion. Let us not rest until that day arrives, until every animal knows the joy of a loving home, the comfort of a gentle touch, and the freedom to live a life free from fear and suffering. Our journey continues, step by compassionate step, until every paw print leads to a place of love, until every heart finds its forever home, until every cage is empty, and the silence of suffering is replaced by the symphony of second chances.
Safe haven. It's more than just a name, it's a promise. A promise to animals who have lost their way, a promise of love, care, and a second chance. Every day, countless animals are abandoned or neglected. They are left alone, scared, and unsure of where to turn. They deserve better. They deserve our compassion. Safe haven is a place where hope is rekindled. It's a sanctuary for these forgotten animals, a place where their wounds can heal and their spirits can soar. Imagine being left behind, abandoned, alone. This is the reality for so many animals. They are left on the streets, left at shelters, or even worse. The world can be a scary place for an animal without a home. They face hunger, illness, and danger. They long for a kind touch and a warm embrace. These animals have done nothing wrong. They deserve our love and protection. They deserve a chance to live a happy life. Safe haven is a beacon of light for these animals in need. Dedicated staff and volunteers work tirelessly to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome these animals. They provide food, shelter, and medical care. They give the animals the love and attention they crave. They help them heal, both physically and emotionally. Safe haven believes every animal deserves a loving home. They work hard to find the perfect match for each and every animal in their care. Section 4. Max and Luna's Journey. Max, a golden retriever, arrived at Safe Haven scared and alone. He had been abandoned in a park, left to fend for himself, but Safe Haven showed him love and kindness. Soon, Max was wagging his tail again. Luna, a small puppy, was found wandering the streets, lost and afraid. She was malnourished and covered in fleas, but Safe Haven nursed her back to health. Luna blossomed into a playful and loving puppy. Max and Luna's stories are just two of many. Safe Haven has transformed the lives of countless animals. They give them hope. Section 5. A second chance, a forever home. Adoption is a beautiful thing. It gives animals a second chance at happiness. It brings joy to both the animal and the adopter. Imagine the joy of a rescued animal going to a loving home. They finally have a family to call their own, a place where they feel safe and loved. You can be a part of this incredible journey. You can help animals like Max and Luna find their forever homes. Conclusion. Rescue organizations like Safe Haven are making a difference. They are giving animals a second chance at life, but they need our help. You can donate, volunteer, or spread the word. Every little bit counts. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of animals in need. Let's give them the love and hope they deserve. Let's be their voice. Let's be their heroes.
There's a dog trapped in a drainage pipe near the old warehouse. It looks injured and scared. I don't think it can get out on its own.
Alex answers the phone at the rescue shelter.
There's a dog trapped in a drainage pipe near the old warehouse. It looks injured and scared. I don't think it can get out on its own.
Alex responds calmly. Alex, stay calm. We'll dispatch a team immediately. Can you send us the exact location? The caller provides the location and Alex alerts the team.
All right, team, we've got a distressed dog trapped in a drainage pipe near the old warehouse. It might be injured, so we'll need first aid supplies. Chris, grab the stretcher. Mia, bring the tranquilizer just in case. Let's roll.
The team loads up and heads out in the rescue van.
Chris, check the opening. Can we reach it?
It's a tight fit, but I think I can crawl in. The dog is about 10 feet in. It looks exhausted.
I'll prepare a soft muzzle and sedative in case it's too scared or aggressive.
Good. We need to keep it as calm as possible. Alex, keep traffic away from this area.
Chris carefully crawls into the pipe, coaxing the frightened dog.
Hey buddy, it's okay. We're here to help. Just hold on.
The dog growls softly but is too weak to resist. Chris carefully places a slip lead around its neck and begins pulling it out.
Careful, Chris. Almost there.
After some effort, Chris emerges with the dog in his arms. The team cheers. Back at the shelter, the dog is being examined.
Great job, team. Another life saved. Let's get this pup some food and rest. Alex, we should name it. How about Lucky?
Lucky sounds perfect.
They smile as Lucky wags its tail, feeling safe for the first time. Fade out.
Join me as I dive into the world of animal rescue and try to uncover the secrets that no one talks about. Animal rescue is an integral part of our society, providing a lifeline to countless animals in need. It's a concept that resonates with many of us, evoking feelings of compassion and empathy. But have you ever stopped to think about what really goes on behind the scenes of these organizations? Many of us have a romanticized view of animal rescue groups. We imagine dedicated teams of passionate individuals working tirelessly to save animals from harm. And while that's true to some extent, there's a lot more to it than that. One of the biggest challenges rescue groups face is funding, or rather, a lack thereof. It's a constant struggle to secure enough resources to keep their operations running smoothly. On top of that, there's the emotional toll on rescuers themselves, who often have to deal with traumatic cases on a daily basis. Volunteers are the backbone of many rescue organizations, but they're often in short supply. It's a labor-intensive process, requiring a significant amount of time and effort from dedicated individuals, and all too often they're not recognized for their hard work. Another misconception is that animal rescue groups only deal with dogs and cats. In reality, they care for a wide range of animals, from horses to reptiles and everything in between. Despite the challenges, animal rescue groups persevere, driven by their passion for helping animals in need. But what about the issues that don't get as much attention, like the fact that many rescue groups are overwhelmed by the sheer number of intakes, leading to a constant struggle to find space and resources to care for them all? Let's talk about funding. Many people assume that animal rescue groups are well funded, but the reality is often far from it. They rely on donations and grants to keep their operations running, and it's a constant battle to secure enough funding to make a real difference. And then there's the emotional toll on rescuers, who often have to deal with traumatic cases, only to have to relive them through court cases and the like. It's a tough job, both physically and mentally. I recently spoke to a rescue organization that shared a surprising secret with me, one that completely flipped my perspective on animal rescue. They told me that many animals that are rescued are not, in fact, directly from abusive homes. Instead, they're often surrendered by owners who can no longer care for them due to circumstances beyond their control. This was a real eye-opener for me, and it made me realize that there's often more to the story than meets the eye. One of the most surprising things I learned was the sheer number of animals that are returned to shelters after being adopted. It's heartbreaking to think that these animals are taken in, given a second chance, only to be sent back to the shelter. And it's not always because of behavioral issues. Sometimes it's simply because the new owners realize they're not equipped to care for them properly. Another secret I uncovered was the way some rescue groups are using social media to their advantage. By leveraging platforms like Instagram and Facebook, they're able to reach a wider audience, attract more donors, and even facilitate adoptions. It's a clever tactic and one that's making a real difference in the animal rescue community. In conclusion, animal rescue is a complex issue that's often shrouded in misconception. By shining a light on the challenges faced by rescue groups, we can better understand the importance of supporting their efforts. Let's work together to make a real difference in the lives of animals in need. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're passionate about animal welfare, I'd love for you to check out my other videos on the topic.
In the dimly lit streets of Whispering Pines, where shadows loomed larger than life and the fog embraced the silhouette of every passerby, there was a legend that brought a chill down the spine of even the most daring adventurers. It was said that once you entered the Whispering Woods, you'd be greeted not by the harmonic chirping of birds, but by the eerie howls and cries of the unseen. The townsfolk dared not enter after dusk, recalling stories of those who ventured in and never returned. In this very town, there lived a peculiar man known as Mr. Hawthorne. Tall and gaunt, with an uncanny ability to move like a shadow himself, he was the keeper of the town's animal rescue shelter. Though he was a man of few words, his reputation spoke volumes. He was known for his compassionate heart towards all creatures that others found too unsightly or menacing. One stormy night, Mr. Hawthorne heard a series of yelps echoing from the direction of the forest. Holding a flickering lantern, he embarked into the fog-blanketed woods. The cries grew louder and more desperate with each step he took, leading him deeper into the heart of the Whispering Woods. A veil of unease enveloped him. He noticed that the cries didn't belong to just one animal, but a chorus of small voices in distress. The forest, as if alive, seemed to guide him with its slithering vines and rustling leaves. He arrived at an ancient, decrepit cabin. The door creaked open, pulled by a gust of wind, revealing a bone-chilling sight. A variety of woodland creatures were trapped in cages. Among them was a spectral, glowing white fox, its coat more brilliant than the moon against the ink-black sky. Mr. Hawthorne immediately set about releasing the terrified animals. His heart raced as he felt countless eyes watching him from the unseen, as if the forest itself kept vigil over its children. Suddenly, the temperature plummeted, and a cold hand seemed to press against his shoulder. As his heart pounded against his ribs like a caged beast, a whisper seemed to envelop him, mingling with the howling wind. "The price for freeing them, Guardian, is your sight." He hesitated only a fraction of a second before continuing his task, knowing in his heart that every creature's life was worth any sacrifice he could make. As the last cage opened, darkness claimed his vision. With the guidance of the spectral fox, he stumbled through the forest. Though he could no longer see, he could feel a heightened sense that guided his steps as if the forest itself had chosen him as its protector. Mr. Hawthorne returned changed, not just in the physical realm of sight, but in his ability to perceive and connect to the very essence of nature. From that night on, it was said the forests of Whispering Pines whispered not of fear, but of gratitude for the man who became one with the shadows and the creatures he saved. His rescue shelter became known as a haven, where animals found solace and where human visitors felt a profound peace, surrounded by the melodious whispers of the woods, a song of the bond between the seen and the unseen. In the dusky ambience of a forgotten forest, the air was thick with an expectant hush. The sun lingered low on the horizon, clutching the tips of the towering pines in its fiery grip. Shadows stretched deep into the undergrowth, where secrets were buried beneath carpets of fallen leaves. Among these solemn sentinels of the old world was a derelict cabin, its windows blind to time, and its door hanging off a single creaking hinge. Evelyn had heard tales of the forest during her childhood summers spent with her grandmother. Rumors whispered gently by village elders spoke of mysterious creatures that roamed its labyrinthine depths, and of the majestic golden eagle cloaked in a mantle of myth. The eagle was said to be the guardian of the forest, its eye keen as an unsheathed dagger, its wings able to command the wind. To catch a glimpse of it was considered both a blessing and a curse, a mark left by destiny's uncaring hand. That evening, as twilight slithered into night, Evelyn crept silently through the thickets, guided by a compulsion she could not quite understand. Her lantern flickered madly under the assault of a cold wind that whispered promises and regrets. She followed a path known only to her heart, believing, somehow, that the rumors might bear truth. As she stumbled through the dark, she was drawn inevitably to a clearing where the moon spilled its silvery gaze upon a twisted stump. And there it was, the eagle, entangled in a snare set by unknown hands, its proud plumage diminished by pain. Its eyes, once bastions of strength, now flickered weakly, reflecting fear but not defeat. Evelyn's breath caught in her throat, her heart a staccato beat of empathy. She kneeled gently beside the creature, hushed and careful, unwilling to disturb the fragile bond of trust forming between them. A whisper of guidance threaded through her thoughts. She heard her grandmother's voice, wise and comforting. "Do not haste, for courage is with those who move with purpose." With a trembling hand, she reached forward, her fingers nimble as they worked to unfasten the ghastly trap. The eagle, sensing her intent, ceased its futile struggle. Evelyn could feel the warmth of its body, the pulse of life that had not yet yielded to despair. The iron bit into her fingers, yet she persisted, driven by an urgency that stemmed from the depths of her soul. After what felt like eternity, the trap finally relented. The eagle stumbled free, its wings unfolding hesitantly. Evelyn stepped back as the creature spread its wings wide, shaking off the remnants of captivity. In one graceful leap, it ascended to the heavens, its silhouette stark against the luminous expanse of night. Evelyn watched, her heart full, as the guardian of the forest vanished into the obsidian sky. She lingered in the clearing for a moment longer, feeling the weight of her deeds settle like a crown upon her brow. The rumors, she realized, were more than mere stories, they were echoes of truths older than time itself. As she made her way back to civilization, the stars glistened above, no longer distant pricks of light but companions in the darkness. And in the depths of that haunted forest, the golden eagle soared, a silent protector whose gratitude knew no bounds. The jungle whispered secrets under the cover of night as the moonlight cast ghostly shadows across the dense foliage. It was in this mystical hour that a daring rescue was set to unfold. Somewhere deep in the heart of this uncharted forest, a majestic elephant named Lila lay trapped. The once gentle giant was ensnared by a poacher's cruel trap, her trumpeting cries of distress echoing through the darkness. Against the ominous backdrop of the jungle, a group of dedicated wildlife rangers embarked on their mission. Leading them was Maya, a seasoned ranger with an indomitable spirit and a compassion as vast as the African plains she protected. The rangers moved swiftly yet silently, their flashlights flickering like fireflies in the night, illuminating the narrow path that led them deeper into the wilderness. Among her team was Raj, a young volunteer who had dared to look into the eyes of Lila the day before, sensing her plight through the morning rhythm of her mournful trumpet. His heart soared with each resonant call, driving him onward with a purpose as fierce as the nocturnal predators prowling nearby. The trees loomed larger and denser, entangling sunlight until motion was barely perceptible. The jungle seemed almost alive, warning them of the dangers ahead as twigs snapped like ancient bones underfoot. But determination overrode fear. Maya raised her hand, bringing the group to a halt as she crouched low, listening for any sound, any clue as to Lila's whereabouts. It was then they heard it, a low, tremulous rumble. Not the sound of fear, but of hope, as Lila mustered all her remaining strength to reach them. With renewed vigor, the rangers pressed forward, their senses heightened. Each footfall brought them closer to their mission's heart, the innocent life they were determined to save. Finally, they arrived at the clearing, illuminated under a canopy of stars. There lay Lila, her once mighty limb entwined with cruel cable and her spirit sapped of her joyous gallop through the verdant jungle. Maya approached cautiously, speaking soothingly in her soft, calming cadence. "We are here, Lila. We will not leave you," she murmured, as her team worked quickly. Hands moved deftly with practiced precision, cutting through the trap that had stolen away Lila's freedom. Minutes passed as hours under that canopy, each gentle snip of wires a resolute promise to life and hope. As the final cable fell away, a collective sigh escaped from both man and beast. Lila rose slowly, testing her newfound freedom. Her eyes, brimming with gratitude, met Maya's. A silent vow of friendship was sealed under the cosmic gaze of the night sky. The journey back was filled with laughter and relief as the jungle began to sing its nocturnal lullabies once more. Under the vigilant eyes of its rangers, this night would be remembered not as another day in the wild, but as the night a guardian angel in human form freed a captive spirit.